Practically, let us see how to read data using streams. In my editor, I have created streams folder. Inside this, I will create this file index.js, and also I will be creating stream1.txt. And inside this stream1, I will add this text, read and write data using streams. I have simply added some text. Now I will come to index.js, and directly I will not be using built-in module stream, but streams are widely used with other built-in module systems. And now we are going to read the data using fs module. Next, when we start with HTTP, then we will see how to read the data using HTTP module. First, I'm just going to require this fs module, fs required. Inside this, I will be passing this node, and then I will write this fs. And to read the data inside fs module, we are having access to create read stream. I will just select this, and whatever data I'm having, that entire thing I'm just going to assign to the variable readable stream. Inside this fs module, we are having access to this method, and inside this method, we will be passing two arguments. First is the file path from where we have to read the content. Here I will write stream1.txt, and this stream1 is available in the same folder. So here I am writing dot slash stream1.txt. And second, we have to pass object of options. And inside this, we are going to specify encoding, and we have already seen we will be using UTF-8. And now you should have the idea why we are using this UTF-8. And as I mentioned, streams are nothing but they are inherited from event emitter class, and different types of streams are nothing but they are instance of event emitter class. So they will be emitting the event, and simply we are going to listen for that events. I have opened this file. So first, inside this readable stream, we are going to have data event, and it will be fired when data is available to read. So what we have to do, they have already emitted the event data. Now we have to listen for the event. So here I will be writing readable stream, and for listening the event, we are going to use on method. And inside this, we will be passing the event name, that is nothing but data. So this data is already emitted. Using this readable stream, we are just listening for that event. And to understand this, you should have understanding of event emitter class. Second, we are going to pass the callback function where we will be passing argument as chunks. You can pass any name, and inside this, we are going to have entire file content which will be received in chunks. Inside this, I will write log. Here I will be writing new chunk received. Below this, simply I'm just going to log this chunk. Save it, open terminal. I'm inside this folder. Now I will run node index. As soon as I hit enter, you can see once my data is read, this event is fired, and I am having new chunk received, and whatever data I am having inside this stream1.txt, entire content is read and displayed. Maybe for this small example, this is not helpful, but imagine in this file, if you are having 1,000 line of code, whatever data is ready, that will be sent and it will be received in the chunk. Once my data is available, this event will be fired and that chunk will be displayed. Again, next data which is ready, that will be sent as chunk. Again, data event will be fired, and then accordingly, I will be having that chunk data. This is how we are going to read the data from stream. Now inside this, we are having one more event, that is end event, and that will be fired when there is no more data to read. So here I will write readable string on end event should be fired. I will pass callback function. Inside this, I don't have to pass anything. Log, I simply want to display no more data to read. Open terminal, execute. Now you can see new chunk is received, data is read, and after that I am having no more data to read. And we are having this error event, and this will be fired when there is any error while receiving or writing the data. Similarly, we just have to listen on. Here we are going to pass error event. Inside this callback function, we will be passing error argument. Below this, we will write log. Here I will write the message and error occurred. Here I will be writing error dot message. Okay, while reading or writing the data using stream, if I am having any error, then this event will be fired. As of now, I am not having any error, so that event is not fired. So only data event will be fired and end event will be fired. So whatever data we are having, this is nothing but it is the chunked data, which means streams are going to process data in chunks, which will make memory efficient for larger files. Now, in my stream1.txt, I am having text. So in total, I am having 31 characters. And we have already seen one character will be represented as 1 byte. So in total, I am having 31 bytes. So inside this, while reading the stream, we can pass second option. Here, I will be writing high watermark, and for this, we are just going to set to 2. Now we are going to deal with the data of 2 bytes. Let me just open, clear this terminal. Here I will run. As soon as I hit enter, you can see now what happens. First, inside chunk, these 2 bytes will be passed R and E. Event will be fired. Here I am having new chunk received and the data is displayed. Then next data is ready. So that data will be passed in the chunk. Again, data event will be fired and I am having this result. So now we are just going to handle with 2 bytes of data. Whenever my data is ready, this data event will be fired, and once entire data is read, I will be having no more data to read. And inside the stream, I am having one space, and that will also be passed in the chunk. Once entire reading process complete, I will be having no more data to read. So using this, now we are dealing with 2 bytes of data. So that 2 bytes of data will be sent to chunks, and based on that, event will be fired and we will get the result. So this is all about reading data using streams.